Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's your girl D. I know it's been a minute. I know I should have been on here a long time ago. But with the new year, work has been work, and I guess just getting back into the schedule of my everyday life, trying to work out in the evenings and do this. I have to try to find a balance. But anyway, I'm here. I'm actually getting ready to go hang out with a friend of mine. We're going to this cultural event here in San Antonio every year around the Martin Luther King holiday. We have what's known as Dream Week, where we have a series of activities, shows. We actually have the largest parade in the country here in San Antonio. Well, not parade, it's a march for MLK Day. It's really nice. I don't know if I will be marching this year, but I do plan to participate in more of the events. And so today we're going to this African art exhibit. Last year was the first year that we went. It was really nice. I met a few friends, actually the people that put the exhibit together. They became really good friends. I visited them in their home when I was in Houston one time. Very nice people. The young man who does the art, who put everything together, he's super talented. And I don't know, I'm just always amazed by people when they're doing big things or just doing things just to better themselves and to help better others at the same time. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to that, but I wanted to get on here and just talk to y'all. I know in the news lately, everybody's been talking about R. Kelly. I haven't watched the videos, the documentaries. I don't think I'm going to watch the documentaries. I really don't have a desire because I truly believe that R. Kelly has a problem. I have never, ever bought a single R. Kelly CD. Of course, he has songs that come on the radio, and I, like everybody else, you can't help but to rock to the music. But if I have any control over the music when it comes on, I usually turn the station. I can't support a pedophile. I know back in the day when everybody was watching the sex tape, I couldn't do that. Number one, I'm not into pornography, especially child pornography. I could not watch that. I had enough people tell me that they saw it and it was R. Kelly, and the little girl was definitely underage. So I didn't need to watch it. I know he was acquitted in court. I don't know why he was acquitted, but he was. But he definitely has a problem. The people around him, I think if he goes to jail, they should also go to jail. But he's not alone in his proclivity for young girls or the things that he does. I think it's a cultural thing. Media has made it acceptable for young girls to be exploited in such a manner. Turn on any television, watch a movie, you see young girls having threesomes all the time. And the media has made it acceptable where this is what you have to do to get a man. Young girls grew up thinking that. I don't prescribe to any of that. I know that I don't know how to say this because I don't want to offend anyone. I know there's a debate on whether a person is born gay, whether they choose to be gay. It's really not my concern. I believe that people are what they are. But I believe that media has made it acceptable and have encouraged young girls to participate in all types of activities, because it's what men desire. And I don't know, it just really bothers me. I do know that there are gay people that, there are people out there that I believe they're born gay. I don't care what anyone says. I'm a Christian and everybody, I know what they say, the Bible says, but me, in my personal opinion, I don't think anyone would choose that way of living unless they couldn't help it. Who wants to be persecuted on a daily basis? I'm sorry, that's just my personal opinion. You can hate me. It doesn't matter. It's just my opinion, and my opinion isn't going to change. But I know I started talking about R. Kelly, but it's a sickness, and it didn't start with him. I remember being in high school. I graduated in the 90s, and I remember girls all the time, they used to have what's called skip parties. I never went to any skip parties because I was a nerd. But y'all probably already knew that about me. But I would hear all the stories. Guys would always come back bragging about running trains on girls. And quite honestly, what I believe, I think that we have to teach our young boys, our young men, to respect women. I know that there are girls that are going to do things, but you don't have to participate in that. You're going to have your friends, they're going to do this and they're going to do that, but you don't have to participate. And we have to teach our boys. It's not all about teaching our girls to have respect for themselves, to love themselves. We have to also teach our boys the same. You know, first of all, when you're involved in activities like that, you don't know what anybody has. So why would you even want to do something like that? That's just disgusting. You know, I think it's good that all of this, out of the Me Too movement, that all of this stuff is coming out, because it's forcing men to have these conversations that they weren't having before. Boys primarily have been encouraged to sleep with as many girls as they can, as many women. It didn't matter how early they started, but I think people are, now that we're talking about it, you know, it's forcing fathers, men, to talk to the young men, to the young boys, about respecting not only themselves, but the young ladies. So I guess it's a good thing, but R. Kelly, he won't get a dime of my money. He never has, and he never will. I wish that someone, like, if he had been punished earlier so that he could get the help that he desperately needs. As from what I'm told, you know, he was abused as a child and he was hurt. And as you know, the saying goes, hurt people, and that's what he's done. Prayerfully, he'll get the healing that he needs, but the only way that that's going to happen is if he's held accountable. People have to stop protecting him. Those around him that aided him, they should be prosecuted as well. I just don't understand it. You know, I look at my boys as friends, that, you know, they're teenagers and in their 20s, and there is no way in the world I can't look at a boy, a young in his 20s, and say, ooh, you know, nothing about that turns me on. I see a little kid. I don't care how grown he is, because first of all, he can't have a conversation with me. We're talking about two different things. We don't listen to the same music, and he definitely can't help me with my bills. I mean, I need somebody that can help elevate me. I don't need you trying to drive my car. It's just crazy. So when these men look at these girls, I don't understand why they don't see a child. I don't care how much hips, how much breast she has, that's a child. And where her physical body may look more mature, just talk to her. You know, the only thing that she's talking about whether she dressed out in school today, you know, in gym. You know, she should be talking about fractions, algebra, geometry, something. But she doesn't have the conversation. You know, she doesn't have the mental aptitude to engage a grown man. And if a child is engaging a grown man on that level, then it's something definitely wrong with that man. He's not all together here. So I don't know. It's hard for me, and just I know I won't watch the video because I'll probably cry the whole time. We've just got to do a better job. We've got to talk to our boys, and we need to talk to our girls to continue talking to our girls. We need to instill in our girls that, you know, you are more than what's between your legs. You're more than a pretty face. I don't care how pretty you are. Beauty fades. You're going to have something up here to get through life. You know, yeah, beauty fades. And the most beautiful thing is a beautiful mind. So, I don't know. This video, I guess it's kind of sad. I don't know. It's just, this is all I've been hearing. And I'm tired of hearing about R. Kelly. So, Anyway, I hope you all enjoy your day. I'm going to get out here and I'm going to enjoy the fashions and the art, and hopefully I'll get some good food. Oh yeah, last year was the first time I tried, what is it, jollof rice. Whew. I tell you, that stuff was, oh, it was so good. And the family, they showed me how to make the jollof rice, but I haven't tried it. I guess I need to YouTube it or ask them if they could tell me what they did again. But that rice, oh, that food was so good. I mean, it was so good. And it came, I don't know what type of chicken it was. I don't even like big pieces of chicken, but I tore that chicken up. It's kind of like the first time I had authentic jerk chicken. Whew. Yeah, it was really, really, really good. So I'm hoping I'll get some of that today. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the people that I'll meet. Whenever I go to these events, I usually meet people, run into a lot of people that I know. But here in San Antonio, it's always great Dream Week because this is primarily a Mexican city. And what I mean by that is, you know, everything is based in the Mexican culture. And so we do have activities for African Americans, but they're very few and far between. And so usually you hear about activities that we enjoy through the grapevine. So it's great when Dream Week comes up because we all, we can go to the calendar and just see the events. I'm thinking about going to an Alpha Day party, I think next Sunday. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking about it. I just have to see what I have to wear because I don't know. But I love being around Black folks here in San Antonio because you don't get a whole lot of African American culture here. And so I love the Mexican culture that I've learned about and everything else since I've been here. But it's nothing like feeling like, this is where I'm supposed to be. You know, where everybody looks like you and you don't feel like you're the standout because you're the only one that looks like you in the room. So anyway, so y'all have a great day and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.